Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at the Cambridge IGCSE past questions for mathematics. So let's start with the first question. So write 0.8 as what? As a fraction. 0.8 means that this is 8/10. That means 8 over 10. And still the same as saying 4 over 5. Yeah, but let's go with 8 over 10. Yeah, as a fraction. So 28% simply means 28 over 100, which is the same thing as saying 0.28. That means this is 28 hundredths, which is 0.28. Now write 4,876 correct to the nearest 100. The 100 here is 8. So what number is next to the 8? That is 7. So we are rounding up according to how we round up or down in rounding up numbers. So 8 is going to be rounded up to 9. That is 4, 9. Then the other numbers from the 100 downward is going to be 0. So which means this is 4,900 to the nearest what? 1,000. So in question 2, measure the length of this in millimeters. I don't have an actual ruler here, so let me just try to use this and see whether it will be so close to the answer. So I won't be able to answer this question. Alright, question 3. The graph shows the journey of a bus. The journey of a bus. Find the distance the bus traveled in the first 50 minutes. This is 14:00 or saying 2 p.m. to 2:50. If you notice, each on the x-axis is 10:10. So this is 30, this is 14:40, and this is 14:50. The distance covered down to 14:50. Let me change my color. This is 14:50 right here. So the distance covered to 14:50 is actually 10 kilometers. So this is going to be 10 kilometers. So find out how long a minute the bus is stationary. From this part, the bus is stationary from this point here. From this point right here to this place. So that's from 15:00, which is 3 o'clock, to this is 15:40. So that means the bus was stationary for how many minutes? From 15:00 to 15:40 means 40 minutes. So now let's move to the next question. Write down the order of symmetry, rotational order of symmetry of a rhombus. A rhombus just have 2 rotational order. Okay, now the next thing is to look at this shape. This is a composite shape. It has a rectangle and a triangle inside. So we can just count for the rectangle. We can just count for the rectangle. The boxes, we also get the area, or we should just do, this is going to be 2 cm and this is 5 cm. So if that is 2 cm, since each one, this is for the triangle base, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4 cm with the height 5 cm. So we can actually simplify it in a way. For the rectangle is going to be, the area is length times breadth, which is 2 times 5, which is 10 cm square. Wide for the triangle, let me just call it T. It is half base times height. In this case, the base is these blue lines, which is 4 cm, times the height is just 1, so which is still 2 cm square. So when you add it together, you're going to have 12 cm square. Okay, the unit is already written, so I'll just write 12. So 12. Now question 6 says work out this shape from PEMDAS. If you remember, we need to, which one comes first? PEMDAS means parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. What comes first is division. That is, so we're going to be starting with 16 divided by 2, which is going to give us 8. So that is 28 minus 8. And 28 minus 8 is 20. So that's it. Find the reciprocal of 4 over 5. Reciprocal of 4 over 5 just means 1 over the number, in this case 4 over 5, which says that 1 divided by 4 over 5, and that will be 1, which simply means 1 times 5 over 4. That means the reciprocal of 4 over 5 is just going to be 5 over 4 for this for fractions. Now the temperature on Monday is minus 27 degree. The temperature on Tuesday is 15 degree higher than on Monday. If Monday is minus 27 degree Celsius, Tuesday is going to be plus. So that means we're adding 15 to minus 27, which is going to give us minus 12, because it's still in negative. So that is minus 12 degree Celsius. So the next one is this. Draw all the lines of symmetry of this shape. This is, it's looking like a cross. It's here and also it's here. So this is the line for that. All right, question 9 says the diagram shows two sides of a parallelogram ABCD. Find the coordinates of the point C. If you're going to look at this, okay, if you notice that this was drawn to this point and to this point, so if you try to replicate that here, you're going to have something like this also to this point. So definitely this is going to be D, because if we join it back, we have something like this. So D is going to be on x-axis, it is minus 3, and on y-axis it is 7. So that is minus 3 comma 7. So the next question, look at this. Find the total surface of this cuboid. The cuboid has cuboid is going to be 2, the total surface area is going to be 2 times the length times breadth plus length times height plus breadth times height in this case. So 2 times, what is the length here? And they told us the area, the total surface area is 269. So that means, what is the length? This is the length, this is the breadth, this is the height. Length times breadth is 15 times 60, 6 rather, plus the length also 15 times h, plus breadth times height is 6 times h, which equals to what? 369. So what we need to do next is 2 into bracket 15 times 6 is 90, plus 15h plus 6h equals to what? 369. So we can just open the bracket. That will be 180 times 30h plus 12h equals to 369. That means this is going to give us 42h. Then 369 minus 180. We take 180 to the other side. What is 369 minus 180? That's going to give us 9. That's 8 and 189. So 42 divided by 189. So what would that give us? So let me punch my calculator. So 4.5, correct. So now let's move to the Gita's box of toys. She picks a toy at random from the box. The probability that she picks a wooden toy is 0.6. Work out the probability that she does not pick a wooden toy. If the probability of picking a wooden toy is 0.6, the probability of not picking is going to be 1 minus 0.6, which is going to give you 0.4. So B, the box contains 3 types of toy: the wooden, plastic, and or metal. So complete the table. So if the wooden is, probability of picking the wooden is plus plastic plus metal, probability of picking metal is what? Probability of picking metal is everything, when you add them together, is going to be 1. So if this one is going to be 0.6, definitely this, let me just say this is x1 plus xy, everything equals to 1. So that means the sum of these ones is going to be what? It's going to be what? 0.4, x plus y equals to 0.4. That's number one of them for the first one. So, and we know that, so we can actually get the sum of all of them, because everything is going to be, okay, let's say x, let's call this place x, we don't know it yet. So that will be x, the probability of getting x, the probability of this one becoming 0.6 is x over x plus 14 plus 14. Of making that one is 0.6. So if we do this now, what we have is x equals x over x plus 28 is equals to what? 0.6 plus 0.6 is 6 over 10 here, which is still the same thing as saying x plus 28 is, that's 3 over 5. So let's simplify that way. Let's multiply them. That means it becomes, so 5x equals to 3 into bracket x plus 28. If we do that, we have 5x equals to 3x. 28 times 3 is going to give us 42, that is 84. So we take it out. 5x minus 3x is equals to what? 84, which is 2x equals to what? 84 divided by 2. X is going to give us what? 42. So just a quick one. Let me check 20 times 3 again one more time. 24 plus 86 plus 8 is correct, 84. So that means everything here is 84. So if everything is 84 in this case, that means 84 minus 28 is, x is 42. So 42 plus 28, 42 plus 28 is going to give us